You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities, and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome to another incredible episode of Vigilantes Radio Live right here on iHeartRadio. And I am your host, Dini. We have another special guest for you guys, so you definitely want to stick around for that. And as a matter of fact, text your buddies, family members, or even share it on social media right now and let them know that we are about to dive deep into another interview. Before I bring my guest on, I do want to say that you have to drop the doubt. You know, though doubt does not have a physical form, doubt can restrain you, surely, than the strongest steel chain. Your doubt is nothing but a thought and has no power other than the power you give to it. Although doubt can stubbornly hold you back, you can do something even more powerful. You know what that is? You can let go of it entirely. Doubt is nothing more than a thought. Any doubt with mere fraction of an effort can be forever gone the moment you decide to remove it. If you fight against your doubt, it grows stronger and resilient. And when you simply release it and empty it from your mind, doubt falls away from you and quickly withers into nothing. There's not one single doubt that is permanently attached to you. Any doubt you have is yours by choice. Let each of your doubts fall quickly and easily away. In the place where they once lived, choose instead to hold and nurture thoughts of positive, empowering confidence. Take that from me, Coach Denny. That is my word. Are you ready?
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
All right. Again, welcome to the show. You're listening to VRL, that's Vigilantes Radio Live, right here on iHeartRadio. And I am your host, Deanie. Our interviews are designed to go beyond the music, news, books, art, acting, films, technology, education, entrepreneurship, entertainment, and sometimes even past that thing that we call the ego. Our interviews are designed to go behind the scenes and into the minds of these incredible human beings. The ones who are out there giving it their all for me, for you, and for the world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we have an extraordinary guest on VRL. He's a dynamic rapper, a visionary record producer, and the mastermind behind the groundbreaking MovieBook concept. His journey from the streets of Philadelphia to becoming a notable figure in the music and entertainment world is nothing short of inspirational. So please join me in welcoming the incredible, talented Nigel Bond, aka PromoBoi. Yo, welcome to the show.
See what's going on, man?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
I can't call it. God is good.
Absolutely, man. Can't even say that enough times, man. God is definitely good. Yes, sir. So, Nigel, man, for those who might be meeting you for the first time, can you share a bit about yourself?
Like you said, straight out of Philadelphia, rapper, earlier in '07 under, just the whole Meek Mill, YouTube thing, videos on YouTube, just growing into my own label, signing the SODMG, which was Soulja Boy, 2013, then going into, record producing a little later down the line around 2019.
Dope. And now you're currently signed to AWOL, is that correct?
Right. Well, that was a couple years ago. Right now, we pretty much, I got my own production company too. That's Hits Only Recordings.
Dope.
So just Hits Only right now.
Cool, man. I was about to say, man, I'm on AWOL too. It's a pretty good company.
Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to Combat. Yep.
All right, man. So what are you currently focused on?
Yeah, so right now, I just launched basically a production company doing movies, doing audiobooks, podcasts, right? Just like you were saying earlier, called Movie Life, right? So I just launched that, and we're just on the verge of signing acts and bringing new content to the platform.
Dope, man. So I got a few icebreakers, man, for you. I believe you're a real deep brother. I had a chance to take a look into your life a little bit. Not too much like stalkerish, but, just doing the research, yeah. But, man, if reincarnation was real, which animal would you come back as?
Shit, I'd probably be an eagle, man. Like, if I could just, just fly around and see everything and observe it. Like I said, I'd probably be like an eagle or a bird of some sort.
Yeah,
if
man.
I had to say.
And an eagle, man, you're like the national treasure, so nothing can happen to you.
Right.
Oh, man. And if your life was like a Netflix series, what would you title your first episode?
First episode, I would just say Coming to Age. I'll probably name it Coming to Age.
What would it be about?
Just being different from the pack, right? Just being totally different from what's going on out here. Just finding your own way, being probably the only one that's actually being their self, right? With all the peer pressure and people, trying to fit in. I would just call it probably like Coming to Age or something like that.
Nice. Can you do any voice impersonations or accents?
I don't think I can. I don't.
You should say, man, I'm just doing me, man. That's all I know how to do. All right, cool deal. All right, man. So, Nigel, I think it's called Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky in the Movie. Yep. Rocky
in the Movie. All right, it's a very unique concept. What inspired you to create a movie book?
Well, honestly, I was talking. I don't know if you heard of Brian Hooks, which is the actor to 3 Strikes, Eve, things like that. We were just talking about the cost of production on doing videos and how much something would cost to do a short film, right? Mm-hmm. How the budget you would need. So, I just wanted to do what a movie would be, but just something with a different lower cost, with less risk, right? So I think that's what made me want to do something different, just an audio book, and it's pretty much designed for the Uber drivers out there, the CDL drivers, things like that. They need content to listen to, and I kind of figure like it's nothing out there on that platform, right? Everything is just podcasts, it's just talking. It's no imagination, there's no stories, there's nothing past that. So I think that's why Rocky in the Move was very, very important, just to make audio instead of like doing like a short film on Tubi or something like that, just to give them an audio thing.
Man, it sounds like you traveled a lot and have experienced some terrible podcasts or radio.
Yeah, well, I listen to everything, right? And and like I said, I was just wondering, like, how about if Tyler Perry had like a Apple podcast channel where a lot of those things cannot just be played, but they can be somewhat an audiobook, right?
Yeah, don't say that too loud, man.
Yeah, not that. Yeah, I wonder what am I still an idea, right? But I feel like it's like a lot of people it's getting, ebooks are becoming the new thing now. A lot of people are getting into it, so a lot of people, they don't like reading. Like, everybody, how they take the information is different. So I wanted to do an audio book where you can just listen to it and you can close your eyes and like literally go there wherever I'm taking you.
Yeah. What I find interesting is how do you balance the elements of like the real conversations but with movie style acting?
Right. Yeah. I wanted, like I said, I wanted you to hear Rocky, right? I wanted you to hear a voice for that person, all the characters. I want you to hear an actual voice. I wanted you to get different perspectives from it, right? Some people, like I said, some people take it different. So some people need to hear the actual argument instead of me having the narration talk about it. You need to actually hear how bad it was, right? I want to draw you in as much as possible. Like I said, it's a movie book, you know?
Yeah. How did you approach the sound design?
A lot of stuff is just me and my team, man. Like, you know, like I said, we're just taking it from conventional, already standard audio, and just putting some AI in there, and then having, you know, women that we know be actors and actually come into this thing and treat it like it's a real movie.
Yeah. You mentioned incorporating AI. Was that something that you knew you were going to do right away, or was there some reluctancy?
No, I love the idea of it, and I wanted to play with it a lot, right? And I think, you know, a lot of these voices, you know, narration and things like that, it's AI. So, you know, a lot of people say you can't do it by yourself, you need a team, but I say you just need AI. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the new team, right? So I really wanted to explore with it, and I wanted to see how far AI can actually come in handy, you know, with the entertainment business.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen what it did with the music, so let's see what it can do, you know, as far as like the film thing and the entertainment industry world.
Right. Did you face any challenges bringing this thing to life?
Yeah. You know, I deal with a lot of different writers, you know, and I think when, you know, like when we close our eyes, we have different endings in our head and how things approach it. And I think that's probably was like the hardest part. I think it was just to make everybody relate to Rocky. I think it was to literally make people relate to this girl and have women feel vulnerable enough to, you know, get on Twitter and say, hey, I was once Rocky, or, you know, it's try to really get the point across. I think that was the hardest thing, was how to capture exact all the emotions that we wanted to put down.
Yeah. So tell me about Rocky. Who is Rocky?
It's the typical girl from around the way, man, that's brought up in bad circumstances, you know. And I tried to do it, you know, this is really a typical girl book, right? But I tried to do it from a male perspective, just paying homage, right? So Rocky is just a typical girl that wants more out of her lifestyle and just happened to get into a bad relationship, and now she has a baby, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you balance that? How do you come out of that, right? So she moves from Philadelphia and moves all the way to LA and starts her life all over again, right? This is something that a lot of women, you know, college or whatever, want to do. They want to hit that restart button, but they don't want to, maybe because they don't want to get divorced. They don't want their family to look at them different for getting a divorce. Maybe they don't have the strength to do it. Maybe the husband is the one making the money. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like Rocky is just the courage that a lot of women want and can admire.
Yeah, man. Routine is easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. And I like how you started the journey in Philadelphia, and then, you know, there's the initial desire to move to Cali. Was that always the plan, to base most of your stories or most of what you do from where you are, or from where you're from?
Yeah. I mean, I think when you say the word Los Angeles, right, that is like a scenic. It's more like a scenic jackpot. No matter if you're in, you know, Atlanta, you're in New York, right? Everybody wants to move to California, right? They want to chase this dream that they see on TV, right? It's like the thing to do. But the question is, how many of us actually do it, right? Take that big step with so much baggage and so much, you know, like stuff that you come with. Who actually takes the steps? So, you know, I'm born and raised from Philly. I actually lived in LA for a little bit, so I actually, you know, could relate to her. Even though I made the character up, right, I know how hard that step is. But I also know what it can do for your life, as far as, like, you know, your scenery and how it changes and your way of life of thinking.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. You don't have to go into great detail, but I think that's interesting, man. A kid from Philadelphia who has done the things that you've done in this industry. How did you know what you wanted to do, and how did you go after it?
I really, you know, not to get too spiritual, I feel like sometimes God gives people missions, you know, and it's so clear that nothing else even comes to mind, right? It's like you're chasing this thing so much, it's like you were that person in your afterlife or before life. That's who you were. I feel like we're just, you know, in this carnation of life, we're just continuing what we were previously. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
but like I said, I basically just grew up like even in school, like when I was in high school, I never like looked at like a college pamphlet book or listened to the Navy guys when they came. God whispered something in my ear and I heard it loud and clear.
Wow.
And I heard it loud and clear, and it was the only thing, and he wouldn't let me quit. You get him? Like so many times I tried, and so many times I tried to go get a regular 9-to-5 job, right? But it's like it just wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
I couldn't quit if I wanted. I couldn't quit if I wanted to.
Yes, sir.
So I just listened to the whispers. I pay close attention to the whispers. And like I said, it's the only thing I was trained to do since 9 years old.
Wow.
Right? Record myself, make me. It's the only thing. So it's like if a kid is 6 years old and you put a basketball in his hand and he practices at the park every day, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna become a point guard for the Lakers or something.
That's
It's that simple. Purpose is very, very strong, and I think sometimes people think like it's something you can turn off. Like no, like that purpose is very strong. God will make a clear path for you where only that purpose has time and space.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, man, get spiritual, man. You said not to get too spiritual. Hey, man, get spiritual, because, I believe some people need to hear that. If they don't like it, maybe they're just uncomfortable, or they're ignoring the whispers or voice of God and not doing their calling. Yeah. So, man, kudos to you for listening. Was there any reluctancy in the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like any other city, bro. You come from a city where you're the only person that can see this thing you're chasing. You're the only... Everybody, your friends just got a job at the airport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your other friends just got married, right? Like things are going on, and now like you're like, should I have went left instead of going right? Right? So, and you got people that can't see it, and sometimes when they can't see it, they do one of two things, right? They support quietly, or they don't support at all, and they talk negative about it to, scare you into doing what they're doing.
Wow.
Right? So it's like you're in the hood. And you're telling everybody, hey, man, I'm about to go chase this $1 million while y'all doing this, that, and the third. And it really triggers a lot of different things. So it's always a lot of, like pushback and a lot of, egos and stuff you get when you, chase things.
Yes, indeed. Man, you sound a lot, man, that people need to hear right now, especially the quiet supporters.
Yeah.
But, man, that's a whole other conversation. So, this story, Rocky and the Move, was really crafted to touch people,
Right. Yeah.
How did you craft this story where it resonates with your audience on an emotional level?
My father. Okay, so like I said, once again, not to get too deep, right? My father died at a young age, right? So I seen my mother do everything. Right? So I know what it's like for a woman to spend her last on something. I know what it's like for a woman to have to step up and pay all the bills. I know that feeling of letting, you get what I'm saying? I seen my mom go through a lot of this stuff. So I was able to captivate a perspective about women that a lot of, men aren't able to get. I understand it a little different, right? So when I wrote Rocky and the Move, I was 100% catering to women, and my message behind this story is I see you, I get it, I understand, and keep going and keep pushing.
Yeah. Another key point I like about Rocky and the Move is that you're touching on the concept of trust and rebuilding life after trauma. We know in our music, especially in our hip-hop music, it's always the thing of can't trust no one, all about my lonely, ride solo, things like that. They're pushing the narrative that you can't trust anyone. And me personally, man, I believe you got to give people a chance, and it really depends on your character, if you're built to still stand after trust is broken, or you're just built to crumble. I don't know, but that's what I think personally. But for you, the concept of trust is very strong in this story. How did you explore this theme?
So like I said, I'm sure we both dated multiple, like a lot of women, and we seen trust issue, right? We seen the wall, right? Like the wall. What happens after she dates one person and have a bad experience? She takes that energy into the the world with her, and she carries it with her and she puts it out in the universe, right? So it's very important to understand everybody doesn't have the same intentions for you, right? Like some people, it's just in them to crush you, right? It's just in them. That's how their brain is wired. You are who you are in this world, right? But I think Rocky in the Move, I put her in a different place where this is not where she's from. She's 2,000, 3,000 miles away. All these people she's never met before, and some of these people only want the best for her, right? So even when you're getting love, you have to know how to like bring it in and take it in, right? You have to learn how to put that wall down. Some people, they've been hurt for so long, when they get around, love and real support, they don't know how to take it. It's cringy. It's like they don't know how to, digest it. So I wanted to make sure that I show people in this book that, okay, you can have a bad experience, but with the bad also comes what? The good, right? With the rain also comes the sunshine. It's a mixed bag. So you just have to, take the balance as it comes.
Absolutely. So there is an actual book, correct? And then there is the movie book that goes along with it. Right.
But what I will say about both is two different things. I feel like the book is just going to be short, summarized, and that's what it is. But the audio series is going to go on and on. I mean, we're looking at least 3 series.
Wow.
I mean, not 3 series, 3 seasons of this.
Yeah.
Right? It's so much that we can build on and keep going and keep going. And, you're going to see Rocky grow up. You're going to see a different life. You're going to see maturity. You're going to see her 1,000%, being an LA resident, right? You're going to see so much different things that I'm just going to basically show you what happens when you move and you evolve and you change your proximity.
Absolutely. Man, what happens when Netflix want to step in, or Tubi, and say, hey, we need some visuals, and it's no longer an audiobook?
Yeah, I think that's the goal, right? To have
yeah.
Right, but it's like, I believe the saying, you should build it and they'll come. So that's what's gonna happen. I want you to be able to see Rocky, and I want people that has the audio. All right, I want them to eventually want to see it. And that's going to be the whole 360. I feel like later down the line, a Peacock or maybe even a Tubi. Shout out to Chris Stokes. I was talking to him about it. I have a few friends in the game. Jackie Long, Jay Weave, right? Jay Weaver. Yeah. So it's a couple. It's definitely a couple people. We're already in talks of it. But my thing is, how far can we take this thing audio wise? And let's, and then when it gets to the point where it's like, okay, we have to see Rocky. We want to see the baby. We want to see these actions. Then it's like, okay, now we got the demand. Netflix, let's go. Let's lock in for 2 seasons and let's go.
Man, as someone who started recording music in your mother's living room, and looking back on everything that you've accomplished, all the lives you touched, all the people you met, what are you most proud of today?
Never quitting, I feel like. I started this with a lot of different people. People had kids, right? They had to go, not knock to them. People got kids. People had, bad living situations. They had to go get a job. That had to come first. Their kids had to come first, and they let this thing, I would say, take the back burner 1,000%. So I feel like I want to thank my mom too for putting me in a situation where it's like, you can just focus and do this. When I was younger, right? It was no pressure for me to go get a 9 to 5. It wasn't no pressure for me to go to college. It was like, take the time you need, but at the same time, don't take it for granted.
Yeah, that's easy to do. Take it for granted.
Yeah, well, stuff.
Man, especially in today's age, there's just so much to do. So much to look at. Getting those dreams out, and as you climbing upwards, you kind of look over the things that used to matter.
Yeah, most definitely. And the sad part about it is, you when you get older, you just look back and you have a lot of regret. You're bitter about things. It's always the what if thing, the what if factor, and I think that keeps you up at night, and that alone would kill you.
Yeah. Do you have any
the what ifs?
You have any advice about that? When that regret starts to set in?
I feel like just chase where your heart is at. A lot of situations we're in is strictly based upon money, but it's like, what do you do that make you happy? What do you do that makes time fly so crazy? You know, like what is something you can, you know, like that. That is what we should chase. That's the true happiness, because even in the, you know, the materialistic world, once you get a certain, how many cars can you get? How many, you know, you still won't be happy. So I always tell people, just chase, you know, what you love and what you're good at. You get what I'm saying? I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid to know, you know, reality is reality. We need somewhere to live. I get that 1,000%. But just don't forget what makes you happy at the same token.
Yes, sir. All right, listeners, we have an actual treat for you if Nigel allows me. We have episode, I think this is episode 1.
Right, okay. Got you.
If you let us play that, we'll play it.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
All right, guys, let's get a taste of this, and we'll be right back with more Nigel Bond, a.k.a. PromoBoi. Stay tuned.
I'm sick of this relationship. I just want to write back. My baby father, Kennard, I've been in a relationship with him for 6 years. The same shit. I work double shifts to get him out of jail, to give him a lawyer. You know, be right. Okay, try him out the day I hang out with his son. I just want to start over. I just want to work on art. I pray to God every day. I wake up every day. I don't cheat. God, what is wrong? I just want to fresh start, please. I'm so ready for the move.
That's how you feel, bitch? You want to leave? Don't nobody want your fucking ass. Nobody gets me to support you like I supported you all them years. Yeah, I cheat. So what? I come home every night, don't I? Nobody give a fuck about your art. You know what? You want to take the baby? Go ahead. Get the fuck out of here.
Do you know our date A6 to Los Angeles is? Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
How did I make this wrong turn?
Yo, right, what's up? That's you? You don't remember me? It's P. It's Promo. Remember we was in the studio, your boyfriend and all that. What's going on?
Oh my fucking dad, Promo. It's been so long. That's it. I'm not calling Promo. I'm calling Nigel. Cause that's what we used to call your ass in the school when you was running around back when you was Mr. Fantastic and Promo now. Oh my fucking god. But yeah, I'm going to California to start over. Things really didn't work out with me, and you know him. You know all that stuff he was putting me through, so I'm going to LA. How about you?
You know, same shit. Silly getting real crazy. My aunt just died. I was hearing my mom got into a car accident in one of my cars, so I just needed a new scenery and shit, like, you know, they'd never expect us to be all California, so my man just got a new lease, like Gwendo. We just got this big-ass nature, so I've just been chilling. I'm about to be up there, that's it. I'm working on music again.
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear it, Aunt P. That is so crazy. Well, I'm glad you're finally getting a fresh start. But on the other note, I see you on the Shade Room. You were in Dream Dog. That's so crazy. You've been talking about that girl for years, and you finally went on a date with her. So that's what's up. But I'm up and this is my flight. I'll talk to you later. Just hit me up on the gram. Maybe when we get out there, we'll get something to eat.
Chapter 1. Rocky's escape to Los Angeles. Leaving Philadelphia was Rocky's only chance at a fresh start. Away from the toxic environment of her abusive boyfriend, the decision to escape took immense courage and determination, as she knew breaking free would not be easy. Rocky had endured years of emotional and physical abuse at the hands of her partner, feeling trapped and powerless in a relationship. The consistent fear of manipulation had took a toll on her mental health, leaving her with deep scars that needed healing. As she packed her belongings and prepared to leave, Rocky felt a mix of emotions of fear, relief, and hope for a better future. She knew that stepping into the unknown was risky, but staying in an abusive relationship was no longer an option for her. Arriving in Los Angeles with nothing but a dream, as Rocky's journey bore her to the bustling city of Los Angeles, she found herself standing on unfamiliar ground, armed with nothing but a dream for a better life. The city's bright lights and endless possibility seemed both draining and excruciating, offering her a chance to start new with each passing moment in Los Angeles. Rocky felt the weight of her past slowly lifting off her shoulders. The toxic memories of her abusive relationship began to fade as she immersed herself in the vibrant energy of the city. Every street corner held a promise of hope, and every stranger she met became a potential ally in her quest for healing. Arriving in Los Angeles was just not like escaping her past. It was about embracing the unknown and taking control of her own destiny. Rocky knew that rebuilding her life from scratch would be challenging, but she was determined to carve out a future filled with love, happiness, and self-improvement. Despite having no material possessions or financial security, Rocky carried her with a resilience that could not be shaken. She sought out support systems and resources within the city, connected with organizations and individuals who shared her vision for a brighter tomorrow. Though therapy sessions and community outreach programs, Rocky began to unravel the layers of trauma that had her captive for so long. Los Angeles became more than just a geography location for Rocky. It became a symbol of rebirth and transformation. Each step she took on the streets echoed with the sound of liberation and newfound strength. With unraveling determination and unbreakable spirit, Rocky embarked on a journey towards self-discovery and inner peace in the City of Angels. After Rocky's initial arrival in Los Angeles, the next challenge she faced was finding a place to call home. With limited resources and financial stability, she had to navigate through the city's housing market carefully. Rocky knew that her safety and comfort was paramount, even if it meant settling for a small apartment in a less desirable neighborhood. Scouting through classified ads and online listings, Rocky came across a small apartment in a rundown neighborhood on the outskirts of the city. Despite its delightful appearance and questionable surroundings, the apartment offered her a sense of security and independence she desperately needed. The rent was affordable, and the landlord seemed understanding of her situation. Living in a rundown neighborhood presented of its own set of challenges for Rocky. The streets were more littered with debris, the sound of silence filled the air at night. However, amongst the chaos and neglect, Rocky found solace in knowing that she had a place to call her own. She decorated the apartment with thrift store finds and personal mentors, turning it into her own place of home.
Damn, P, you just moved to California and you live in Beverly May. Look at this. What is this, like a 6-bedroom? Oh my God. How much do you pay a month for this? Hold up, what is this? Oh, I'm tired of promo. Oh my God, P, thank you. You had to tell your girlfriend. Thank you so much for letting me stay here. You sure she cool with this, though?
Ain't no problem, sis. But, about her knowing, yeah, she don't know at all.
Oh my God, Pete. Are you telling me you got me staying up in this girl house and she don't know? Oh my God, Pete. No.
What? I'm not gonna leave while here. I am saying I have no place to stay. She in Miami with her friends for the weekend and shit. You cool, sis. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. You good.
All right. Welcome back, guys. Again, that was episode 1 from Rocky and the Move. Man, you are a genius, Nigel.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. I can't wait to see, or wait to listen to see how this plays out. Oh, man, this is incredible. So, before we let you go, man, where can people connect with you online, and where can they hear the series?
Yeah, so right now it's exclusively on Apple. So go to Apple Podcasts, Rocky and the Move. You can subscribe to the whole Movie Life Media channel. Like I said, we're gonna have comedy shows on there, podcasts, different series. I got another series coming in December called The Housekeeper. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, you can hit me up on Instagram, PromoBoi_.
All right. For my Android users, how can they get a hold to the series?
Yeah, so right now what we're going to do is we're basically going to syndicate it to all platforms, right? So Speaker.com, iHeart, things like that. So pretty much we should have that coming in a week or so. I'm going to update it on the Movie Life Instagram page.
Well, Nigel, thank you so much for being our special guest tonight. It was truly an honor meeting you and getting to dive into not only your thought process, but your work. It's incredible, man.
Oh, I appreciate it so much, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Take care and have a wonderful night.
You too, bro. All right, man.
Peace.
Hey, what's up? Long time. I forgot to mention that. Oh, by the way, this is Deanie, Vigilantes Radio Live, VP of Operations for Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, Only One Theory dropped a new single. It is called La Jefecita. It's on Spotify. As a matter of fact, it's on all major platforms. You should check it out right now. Oh, and by the way, there's also a visual on YouTube. It's hot. Check it out today. Onlyonetheory.com. Check that out too. Peace.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio Live. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab it from either Spreaker.com/Only One Media Group, Spotify, Castbox, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, the app Podcast Addict, or over at our website, which again is onlyonemediagroup.com, and that goes for every single show that we've ever aired. If you like to request music or send something for me to play, email it to vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. That is V as in Victor. And here's my disclaimer: we are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, scratch all of that, because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Just kidding. On behalf of myself, Denny, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word, because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Snapchat, TikTok, at all social media sites, as well as Spreaker, YouTube. We always follow back. Okay, well, just remember to put yourself into everything that you do and never stop investing in yourself. Peace, love, grilled cheese, and talk with you later.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.
What's up, guys? It's Deanie, and I want to welcome you on a journey of the heart and of the mind. These Fucking Feelings podcast is a beacon in the world of mental health advocacy, and it invites you to join a conversation that's changing lives. We are here to share, listen, and grow together. Led by the passionate Michael Bravery, alongside the insightful Rebecca and Crystal, this award-winning podcast dives deep into the human experience, from navigating relationships to coping with loss. No topic is off limits. It's about real stories and real emotions. These Fucking Feelings is more than just a show. It's a community, a place where vulnerable isn't just accepted, it's celebrated. You can find it across major platforms, including YouTube and Facebook Watch. This podcast is a touchstone for anyone seeking understanding and support. These Fucking Feelings podcast, where every emotion is valid and every story matters. Tune in and transform the way you see mental health.